Interactivity is a main important thing in Tableau. Whenever you present a dashboard to the end user, how much interactive your dashboard is very important, and it will actually make users to look at different perceptions. Like you can give them different cuts, and whenever you filter out the data or do some action on the dashboard, your entire dashboard, if it has this interactivity, what user feel is it will easily throw up some insights like, okay, if I want to look at some region, I'll just go to the region and pinpoint on some view, okay, this is coming up low or this is coming up high in some cases. So whenever you're working with your dashboards, make sure your dashboard is so interactive. Give all the possible ways to make the user to interact with the dashboard and go with multiple options. Either it can be a filter, it can be a parameter, or it can be action. You have to give this interaction to the end user, because presentation is actually the most crucial part of many projects. Like whatever your project you're working on, the final presentation is actually the crucial step. Whenever you do your presentations, maybe you don't like to spend your time in the data cleaning, right? So, but the impact of presentation on your end users can be really high. It is like totally necessary to be plain and simple, but it has to make sure all the data is covered. It can show some insights, and people can go interact with the dashboard to bring out the insights which are required for them. Tableau is completely a graphical tool. You just can build any visualizations. If you just get the complete action of what Tableau can do, you can try build your own visualizations as well. Not the inbuilt ones, you can even build your visualizations as well. So if you're working with a dashboard and you are presenting it to a user, make sure you follow these pointers to follow whenever you're adding the interactivity to the dashboard. So firstly, you have to give some easily accessible filters. It can be anything like a quick filter. Just give whatever possible filters to the entire data. So whenever you give filters, the users will go and look at the particular unit or particular region or particular product. Maybe they want to look at the what is the sale for that particular product in that particular region. And if you just give this quick filters or any filters to the end users, they can filter out the data as by themselves and just go to that particular region or product and look at the data. This is one scenario where you can give all the possible filters, like all the columns which can be used with the final users. Like you think that the final user may be using this filter, he might use this filter in the dashboard. Just think of all the possible filters and just keep them on the dashboard. And if you're presenting some data, let's take the example like you're working on some time series, and you have the year or you have the quarter, you have the month, week, etc. Right? So whenever you're presenting a time series graphs, Tableau will automatically give the access to drill down the views. And in this time series graphs or let's take any hierarchy graphs also, you will get a drill down option and make that drill down options visible to the business users to click on the drill down, and they can see into the deeper depth of data. They can go into the row level aggregation wise according to the dimension. So make sure you are giving some drill downs or let's say hierarchies to the business users to just go into the deeper depth of the data. And whenever you're working with the dashboards, let's keep simple and clean. Okay, and everything should be understandable. So whatever you're giving an insight, it should be fast and it should be understandable really well. Let's take the example of whatever we have in the super sample store. And what do we have in the main things like sales, profit, discount, etc. And we can call them as KPIs, key performance indicators. So these are the main things where all the business users will consider, right? So if you're giving a fast insight on like, okay, you have this many sales, you have this many discount. You have this many quantities sold in this particular year or something like that. And if you can place all these insights clearly visible on the top, or maybe wherever the possible way, so that they will get the insight very quick. So you have to work on the fast insights. Let's say it has to be in some bold number on the top, and it is clearly understandable. And whenever there is a filter, they have to say that, okay, this can be the possible number for this year. Let's say that if there is an year, you have to mention somewhere that, okay, this can be this year and this is the sales of that particular year. So whenever you're building it, just make your insights easily understandable, and keep them bold, or keep them easily recognizing place. Like you can point it out very fast. Okay, this is where my insight is, like this is the one I have to look at, like that. And interactivity mostly comes from filters, actions, parameters, etc. So, actions are one particular thing where most of our interactivity will be depending on. So, we have like 5 to 6 kind of different types of actions. We already discussed some of them. We will be discussing parameter and set actions also. These actions can be very, very important in the interactivity space. Whenever you're showing something on the dashboard, and it is like totally cluttered, like you have too much of data, let's make some actions and let the user click on something, so that your entire other table is filtered based upon that action. This will make less clutter, and it will make the dashboard look very beautiful, and also user will feel really easy to click somewhere to get all the other data. So it is like really easy. And even if the filters are working, the action filters also will work. They can filter out to some region, and if they click on some action filter, okay, for this region I want to look at this unit, like category, and I have a filter there on the region. I just went to the north or something. So I'm clicking on the map, I'm clicking on some city, and all the other dashboards is coming up according to that. So this is how user can filter, can also do some actions to make the dashboard interactive, and we can give their options. Like we already know that in action filters, or in all the dashboard actions, we have 3 kinds of types where we can give click, hover, or menu option. We can go with either of them to, depending upon the users how they will like, we can go with either of them. And in the actions only, we have a highlights, and we can even give highlight actions, or highlight completely different, like a search option for the highlight. In the formatting, we can go either with the actions or the highlight directly. Same goes with the parameters. We can go with the parameter option, giving them different views, different cuts. And we can go with the parameter actions to actually click on something and whole your entire dashboard will change, or even it will show a new number as well with the parameter actions. We will look into that. But all these kinds of interactive options, if you're going to give on the dashboard, will make it more compelling and attractive, if I have to say, because all the dashboards should be like good looking and should be easily accessible, should gain some insight out of it, and this will help you in that process. Even if the user is from a different scope, from a different unit or different category, they have the option to click on whatever they want. So this one will mostly help you in that space, and you can work with all these actions, parameters, etc. to make the dashboard interactive. So why we spoke about interactivity right now is interactivity has, I mean, this parameter actions and set actions, what we are going to discuss now, are also included in the interactivity. That's why we just refreshed our memory of what kind of options we have inside the interactivity. So what is a parameter action? So this parameter actions comes under the space interactivity, because these are also just like actions we discussed upon. You have to click and all the other things will change. You can use this parameter actions to let your audience change a parameter value through your direct interaction with the whisk, such as like clicking or selecting a mark. You can do these actions exactly like the other. You can also work with the parameters. So you can use this parameter actions in such cases where you're working with the reference lines, calculations, filters, and to customize your display in your visualizations. We already learned about sheet swaps. We can also do that with the parameter actions. So this one will open up like a new possibility for creating statistics or all summary values without using any calculations also. You can configure parameter actions to let users select multiple marks that are automatically aggregated into a single parameter value. So this is present in the dashboard actions. If you just go to the dashboard, we will see actions, and while adding actions, you will get a drop down for a change parameter, that is the parameter actions, and you can add the parameter actions from there just like any other action. Like all the other actions, we have parameter actions also has three types of actions. The first one would be hover, the second one would be select, and then the third one would be menu. So the hover runs when a user hovers the mouse over the mark in the view, and it also exposes an option for the action in that marks tooltip. And select runs whenever the user clicks a mark or select multiple marks in the view. And menu runs whenever the user right clicks a selected mark in the view and then selects the option on the context menu. So these three options are present in all the kinds of actions we have. Parameter actions also having these three types, and you can specify according to the data requirement or according to the data set you have or according to the final business user. The business users are like they have to understand, okay, there is an action over it, that, and they have to use perform that action, right? So keeping them in the mind, you have to build on the type of action they are going to use. Remember that interactivity is actually the core of all the Tableau visual analytics. That means you can get to the insights faster, and you can get the design flexible, and you can give a good impression to our stakeholders, and which who can ask more questions because of all this interactivity. So these parameters in Tableau, they are like constant values. They can actually constant are like the key components in all the scenarios. They can be used in calculations. They can be used in reference lines in table calculations, and they can be used in bands, etc. So you can use them to quantitatively filter with a single data source or across multiple data sources. They can optimize them according to the live connections and more actually. The parameter actions adds interactivity to all the scenarios. This is how it looks like whenever you add a parameter action, whenever you just click on change the parameter. This is the pop-up window you'll get, and this will actually look like whatever the action filter we just built, and you will get the source sheet and the target parameter. Target parameter would be, we will be creating one parameter and we will add the parameter in the target parameter, and this will also ask you for the field, and you have to describe where your source sheet is, and you will get the action type also like hover, select, and menu. You can select whatever you want for this parameter action to run on. So this is how the pop-up box will look like. So what we will do is to find out more about the parameter actions. Let's take a scenario of how we can build a parameter action from the real cause. This can be an important real-time issue we can be seeing in different dashboards. Okay, my case scenario is I have a question like, okay, I want to look at my sales, my discount, and also my profit. And what I have is in the main sheet, I have the category, but I wanted to look at the subcategory also. Let's see how we can do that. It's like clicking on one sheet and getting a different value on the other sheet. So for that, I will take our practice file. Okay, I'm just taking my full data from our Excel sheet. So I'm just creating one sheet with my category value, and what I have is my sales value. What I'll do is I'll just drag it on my dashboard. Okay, and I'll create one more sheet. I will category, I'll also subcategory. So I will drag this sheet onto my list here. Let's take my sheet here. Okay, I have something like this. As an example, I have something like this. So what my case scenario is, if I just click on this here category, all the other values should either show profit, sales and discount also. It's not actually one value, it's actually three values. If I click something over here, it should display all my three values. Okay, that is my case scenario. So what I'll be doing is, first thing, I will create a parameter. Okay, I need to create parameter. Let's select create parameter and I will say parameter action just for the naming. So I'm creating a list of string values: sales, profit, and discount. So I'm just taking three values: sales, profit, and discount. And what I will do is I'll create a calculated field to link this parameter calc, let's say. Okay, so I just created sales, a discount and profit, right? So I have to link the values to that value. So if I'm just writing an if clause, I'll just take if my give me a second, let's create a parameter. String it is, because I'm writing the names of that sales. Okay, sales, profit, and discount. Okay, and I say okay. Okay, my parameter is created. So I will write the calculation now. Parameter calculation. I'm just writing an if clause. Parameter action is equal to sales. Then I'm linking my sales, this one number, elsewhere. Okay, I have to write for profit and discount. So what I'll say is profit. So I will link profit value here. And I say discount. So discount. Let's say end. So calculation is ready. So what I will do, I'll put it here.